Super Typhoon Mani, also known as Pepito in the Philippines, is a dangerous storm system. Winds right now at 160 miles per hour, pressure down to 920 hectopascals, according to JMA. This is a full-on super typhoon now nearing landfall in places like Catanduanes across southeastern Luzon here, and it is expected to track off towards the north and west, making that next landfall as we go ahead into Sunday, especially about Sunday around noontime. Here across the Aurora province, maybe over towards Quezon, just staying south of Isabela and traversing across central Luzon, re-emerging along the west coast just around Pangasinan, San Fernando, La Union area here, where you're going to still be looking at the potential for typhoon strength winds as it kicks off there towards the west. And you see all these lines here, these are just all the other storms that this area has seen in just the past month here. We've had 6 typhoons back to back. It truly has been a conveyor belt of storm systems, and I get the typhoon fatigue. That being, there's just been so many storms, and some people might let their guard down at this point because, like, I've been through them. Why not? I mean, we've suffered already. We've already seen what these can bring, but each storm is a little bit different, and this one is no exception. Especially for our friends in Catanduanes, especially along the northern coastline. I mean, that image right there tells it all. Those winds wrapping around right now, I would not be surprised if we're seeing a 3-5 meter high storm surge along our coastal areas here in these bays and inlets. We can zoom right in on the cities here, Viga, Gigmoto, I hope I'm saying it right. These areas, especially right in here where you have kind of that funneling that could be pushing that water on shore and helping to squeeze it a little bit higher, is definitely problematic. And the same thing goes, once we're looking over further towards the west in places like Naga, as those winds wrap around, it's going to funnel into our bays here, and I think that we're going to be looking at that threat of some pretty decent storm surge in those places as well. Not to mention, of course, the damaging winds, which well over 200 kilometers per hour in that core of this storm system, packing a very, very serious punch. And we've already been seeing even surge in places like Legazpi, in fact, well away from that inner core of the storm. But then as we go ahead into tomorrow, it definitely is going to be along the east coast here. I mean, these are the places where you're going to be looking at some of the worst of the weather. South Cascaran, so into Aurora here. Dingalan, I hope I'm saying it right, guys. I'm so sorry. These are all the spots. But then, of course, it's going to track across the Malagat Dam, which is already running high. And they might have to release more water, especially even some of the dams heading into the NCR area. Flood water is definitely going to be high, and across Pangasinan, where you can be seeing a storm surge there too. So, wow, it is a potent, dangerous storm system. You might notice behind me is a little bit different than my normal stuff on this platform because I am at work. So if you want to find out more about what I do here, make sure you check out firstcoastnews.com. We've actually been tracking Sarah, a tropical storm in this side of the world. It's a pretty potent storm system, bringing serious rainfall. It's not a super storm by any means, but definitely flooding rains for Honduras and over towards Belize, and I've been talking about that too. So something to keep in mind if you want to track the tropics around the world. But back to this side of the world, after it does traverse across the island here of Luzon, we are going to get a decent cold surge. It's going to set up, and that is going to weaken that storm system out fairly quickly. And then behind that, I don't see much else happening. So, yeah, big flood threat here, some serious winds, and it is no joke of a storm. So take it serious here, friends. Stay safe out there.